Teacher Skyla here with SkylaSposts.com, and on this channel you will find videos all about teaching ESL online, as well as how to earn an income from your own home. This is coming at you from a top mentor with VIPKid. I help with the mock class process. I am a mock class mentor. I am also a work from home, stay at home mom. If I can do this, you can do this too. And in this video, we're going to talk about IPA. What? Have you heard that recently within VIPKid and their curriculum, IPA? Did you know there's actually two more letters, IPAED? Let's talk about it. So, I wrote it out for you. I stands for introduce, P stands for practice, A stands for apply, E stands for extend, D stands for demonstration. In any interactive lessons with VIPKid, any interactive level 2 lessons currently, in the top right you'll see something like I vocab or I verb, I phonics, that kind of thing. You can see that with any of the letters. P verb, P vocab, P phonics, those kinds of things. I sentence frame, things like that. So always double check the top right in preparing a lesson. This tells you how to approach teaching those slides. Introduce is the I do. If you've heard the modeling techniques, I do, we do, you do, these are the slides you do them on. I is the I do, P is the we do, A is the you do. If you haven't heard of that, that's okay. That's why I am here. All right, this board is kind of awkward, and I have to keep holding it weird because of the glare. So, what does that mean? When you see an I slide, or you're trying to implement the I do modeling technique, that's what it is. You're modeling for the student by doing repetition at least twice in isolation. So what does that mean in isolation? It means that there will be a word on the slide or two that will need to be repeated with the student. In lesson A, it's the words ball and throw, as well as ip. Those are the I slides. All three of those things, when you're on those I slides, need to be said in isolation at least twice. For example, ball, ball. That is isolation. Up ball is not isolation. Ball, ball is not isolation. Just the word. Ip, ip. That would be isolation of the word at least 2 times. You are working on a ping pong method with the student. Teacher, student, teacher, student. The student output needs to be at least twice. You are welcome to do 3 if you'd like. If the student mispronounces the word, their correct output needs to be at least twice. In lesson B, the words that need to be in isolation are kite, doll, fly, and there is a slide that says I sentence frame. The answer to the question needs to be repeated by the student at least twice. In lesson B, it's yes, I throw a ball, and no, I don't swing on a swing. Check out my video about each lesson, lesson A and lesson B. You'll find a full walkthrough of each lesson. You'll also find a 10-minute clip where I am implementing the I do, we do, you do, and other effective modeling techniques, teaching those lessons within the 10 minutes. It is possible to teach the full lesson within 10 minutes. You might not within your mock class. There's so many factors and things that go into it. You might not, but just know you can, and it is possible. Now, practice. That's the we do. We do means bit by bit or gradually. You're gradually guiding the student to work towards independent output. They won't have complete independent output. This is kind of the in-between stage. Often on a practice slide, they will be practicing a sentence. So if you go to the slide and there's 1 or 2 sentences, practice the sentence with them. Sometimes you'll see a fill in the blank with dragging and dropping. Sometimes it's just a sentence. In lesson A, the P vocab slide, it is He plays with the, and there's a line. She plays with the, and a line. So you could practice by having them fill in the word. He plays with the, have them say ball. That would work. That is bit by bit getting them to start to answer a little bit on their own. Keep in mind, we still want to use a full sentence, so you'd still have to have them repeat. He plays with a ball. So they're still practicing, they're practicing that sentence that will soon be their answer. It's also encouraged to introduce a question to answer, just showing them, not independent yet, but showing them that they will be answering a question soon. You could probably do that like this. Dino, what does he play with? He plays with a ball. Erica, what does he play with? We're just getting them there. Adding in that question at the end is a little bit more helpful. Maybe you get there and practice. He plays with the ball. He plays with the ball. She plays with the ball. We're practicing. Then model, what does he play with? He plays with the ball. Asking that question after they've practiced a sentence is helpful for them. Okay? I encourage to introduce the question you'll use on the apply slide following the practice slide after they've practiced the sentences. If you ask the question first, like others have suggested, and cup your ear, they don't know what to say. They don't know the question to answer because you didn't teach them the answer yet. It's harder to get them bit by bit there. Keep it logical, okay? Then, apply. You do. And I wrote model activity, question to answer. You do is the independent verbal output of your student. Okay? That's why a question to answer is perfect, because you ask a question, they give an answer. If we've prepped them well on that practice slide and we get to that next slide, lesson A is, what does he play with? I've already shown them by marking the slide and or using a prop so they know which one we're talking about. Ask the question, cup your ears so that they give that independent verbal output. They hit that you do, and then you can encourage them to drag and drop or do whatever activities there. Ask the question, cup your ear, then you've hit the you do. If you turn into repetition after they drag and drop, you have not hit the you do. The student has not independently, verbally answered you. They can drag and drop the right thing all day long, but you have not applied. You have not hit the I do, we do, you do, the you do on that apply slide without independent verbal output of the student. Have them answer your question. And whatever question you use on the apply slide, that's the one you introduced on the practice slide. Let's keep it very consistent and very clear. In lesson B, your question could be, the second half of lesson A could be who throws? Who throws? I throw. Who throws? He throws. Who throws? She throws. Okay? You can keep it consistent. And then on lesson B, who flies a kite is your question for the one slide. For the one apply slide. So always look at the apply slide, see if there's a question given. If it's not on the slide, it's usually in the tips. The questions are usually provided for you. And whatever question's on your apply slide, introduce it on your practice slide. And you'll just be setting them up for success. Okay. E, extend, extend. You will see an E free talk on both of your mock lesson slides. And I wrote count and color. So for level 2, appropriate extensions can be done with rewards or done with the lesson slides. Extension does not have to only happen on the E slides, but you are definitely extending on the E slides. You can have them count, ask them colors, shapes, numbers, or ask them a personal question. Turn it into something related to them, like do you throw a ball? And see if they, yes, no, see if they answer. That is extending. And then D, demonstration. That is student mastery. That is one step farther than applying. They just have it down packed. You will not see a demonstration slide in your mock class, but you will see it in an actual lesson. Keep in mind, your blending or phonics slides are not all I slides. You'll see a lot of E and D, or extending and demonstrating, with your blending and phonics slides. So when they're I slides, isolate the end of the blended word, like IP, at, app, all of those things. But if it's an extend or demonstrate, are you extending the blending with them, or are they at student mastery? Are they just spitting it out for you, or are they just blending all day long? There you go. IPAED. Please pay attention. If it is an interactive level 2 lesson, to what's in the top right corner. The curriculum was written very specifically to follow this format. It is a format that is highly encouraged to be taught with Asian students. So please take the time to learn what it means and successfully teach your classes. Have a great day. See you next time. Bye. Oh, email me any questions at skylessposts@gmail.com.